Can I just say as well, I'm an 80s guy, we all know that kind of jazz. That's one of the best guitar tones I've heard in ages. It just sounds so good.
It's like the guitar tone. Like when you think of like now, you know, people impersonate guitar.
Yeah.
It's that.
Hey folks, Dagan here.
And John as well.
Digital John.
Today it's quite a fun rig. It's a rig that I'm not super familiar with, but I've been smiling ever since we plugged it in today.
But we were both born in this era.
Yes.
As you can probably tell from the video, this is 90s rigs. And what makes them great, what makes them controversial, and we've done our best job to kind of, you know, hit the main markers of what they're about. So, as you'll see, two different approaches. I am kind of Noel Gallagher, Johnny Marr, bit of everything on the UK-ish side.
Yeah,
and you're roughly the US.
Yeah,
right?
roughly Nirvana-y, alt rock, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, that whole good stuff. It was a massive shift in music, like back in the 90s. Obviously, it killed off my favourite era, the 80s, but it's a lot of fun and it's so iconic. And there's quite a distinct difference between what we were doing here in the UK to what the Americans were doing.
Yeah.
So we're going to discuss that all today.
In my head, the 90s guitar ethos is less generally than the 80s. Like the 80s was the year of like digital technology, well, the decade of digital technology, rack units, excess, layered guitar tones, and then Oasis, you know, Nirvana, all that grunge movement were just like, hang on, let's just punk this again.
Yep.
And have into the front end all the effects in the front end of like an amp, one channel amp sometimes, and just like turn it up.
It was very much a societal shift as well, away from all this crazy, like spending loads of money on custom guitars and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah.
It was just get some Boss electro harmonics pedals, plugged into any amp we can find from the local pawn shop, turn it up as loud as we can go, whether it be Britpop or the American grunge thing, and see where they go from there. And they went one hell of a direction. Yeah,
I mean, in my head, the stuff that really sticks out from the UK side is quite clean.
Yes.
It is your Johnny Marrs, Knopfler even, some of the Dire Straitsy stuff. Obviously, that's one side of it, but then there's Oasis, who are mostly crunch and above. Like that kind of supersonic thing is really, I mean, this AC30, this is the 30, I had to check it. It's the big boy 30, without any drives in the front of it. It's got so much punch.
So much spang.
And you only need, you know, a Boss blues driver, and then you're basically in the Oasis territory.
It's coming.
It's chilling. Anyway, if I turned a tiny bit more up, I reckon that would, especially with the semi-hollow. But if I plugged into that, 100%.
Oh, anyway. Feedback. Can I just say as well, I'm an 80s guy, we all know that kind of jazz. That's one of the best guitar tones I've heard in ages. It just sounds so good.
It's like the guitar tone. Like when you think of like now, you know, people impersonate guitar.
Yeah.
It's that.
It's a semi-hollow through an AC30. Cranked up as loud as it'll go,
With a bit of push.
With a bit of push,
These aren't very expensive pedals, and this is the other 90s ethos thing. Again, the 80s was like mega expensive modern guitars. It's like Boss kind of ruled the 90s.
Yeah.
On most people's
100%.
boards. Even on Oasis's boards.
Boss and electro harmonics.
Yes,
and
right.
Harmonics, yeah.
So, I mean, over your side of things, you've got a couple more interesting bits. We kind of patched this together from what was in the room, what was in the store. But, why did you choose the Nano clone?
The Nano clone is because the, what's it called? What's the big one called? Neo clone. No, not the Neo clone. Is that a Neo clone? The big one. Whatever the one is the Nirvana chorus, like the 80s chorus, the one that Jerry Cantrell used as well. That big electro harmonics chorus, that's just the Nano version of it, so in the small chassis with the same circuitry. It is just the, like what I played in the intro there. It's a bit more sparkly than a Boss chorus. There's a bit more kind of jangle to it.
Almost like flangery.
It is almost flangery, yeah, for sure. But it's just drenched all over the 90s grunge stuff and the alternative rock stuff. The turbo distortion is interesting because I was going to choose the DS1 that you have.
Yeah.
But later in Kurt's career, the DS2 became a staple on his board. And so I've got this Mesa running. We will hear the distortion channel later, but the way Kurt used his Mesa power amp back in the day, it was clean. And to get the... I'm just going to have to play it, aren't I?
Yeah.
To get that tone, you just turned on his Boss distortion pedal and any of its incarnations into a clean amp. Not using half of what this Mesa can do, but it's just that tone.
There is something quite... It's not metal zoney. It's not that end of the Boss spectrum, but it is scooped and like budget, but in a very Nirvana-y pleasing way.
For sure, yeah. Like any of the riffs, from like I said, any Boss distortion pedal. That's how you feed back an 90s tone right there.
If it was like a high-end Mesa, like Bognery, luscious American distortion, it would feel weird in Nirvana. If it was like double-tracked properly
for sure,
like 80s, it'll be weird.
It needs it. And next to it, we've got the JHS Rodent, I believe it's called.
Yeah, so the rat thing, that was one of my choices, because I was like, technically in the 90s, you've got bands like Extreme, and there was still a bit of the 80s shred knocking about, but it was like an underground 80s thing for like nerds.
I mean,
but like in
Extreme's case, it was a lot more hip hop. Than Poison, let's say. But the riffs were still there.
But again, Rat is a very, it tightens up all of that Mesa woof and fluff that you can get, and Nuno's a big advocate for that kind of thing.
And a testament why I've got the Rodent. Andertons sell through Rats like crazy.
That's true.
So if you want a Rat, you've got to be quick, and I'm guessing everything will be linked to the description box just down below as well.
And then just a reverb, because it was a studio thing, gives it a bit of space, and there is a bit of that, and especially the nu metal, you know, in all the ambient parts and the clean intros for 9 seconds before the big...
Oh yeah, for sure. So is this a plate? You picked out, is it?
Just to put it in the space, like there isn't a 90s reverb sound in my head, but...
Maybe your kind of era, like the UK? A bit more kind of spacey tones than the American stuff?
And this, like, with this board and this amp setup, most of my changing is like on the guitar, with pickups and then maybe volume. So you'd set the AC30 to what I've just kind of shown you, like hair if you dig in on the bridge pickup. But if you're on the neck, you know, all that Lars stuff. Oh, that was a bit aggressive. On the middle pickup, I think it's on a Telecaster. It sounds like it's on a Telecaster for There She Goes, but just so simple. You could clean it up again, just bring the volumes. Add some tremolo if you want. But another 90s sound, which we came across earlier, almost fallen off my stool. Actually, I'm going to keep that in. All the rate, all the depth, and then you got that more US side kind of Black Hole Sun. It almost sounds like a rotary cabinet, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah.
But that's good fun.
Getting tones that sound like a lot was one of the big things of the 90s. Getting tones that sound like there's a lot going on with a minimal amount of pedals. And like I said, there wasn't any refrigerator racks at the back and stuff, so you don't need a lot to achieve quite a lot.
Yeah, and it's all in the front.
Yeah, all in the front,
the reverb is coming from here. It's the spring, and it's just the perfect amount of verb, to be honest. Like, fills it out.
Yeah, man.
If you're just a 3-piece, that's all you need. The blues driver I talked about, that gives it that kind of pushed Vox thing. One thing that I took far too long to realise with these semi-hollows, if you've never played a semi-hollow before and you've grown up with like a Strat, Les Paul, Tele, that kind of thing, which I had, and you never had a semi-hollow because it's like one of those other style guitars that you don't usually buy. Until you play one, they look like they're going to be kind of jazzy, warm, fat. They're actually the opposite. They're really bright and twangy. Every single semi-hollow is like brighter than a Les Paul. In my experience, someone out there will be like, no, I've got this Gibson, but it is. Especially down there when you're playing like the part of the neck that makes the most cash. It has that like nasally telly thing almost.
For sure.
And you can warm it up and that, but I just love that twangy thing. And then if you push it even more, distortion. Trying to think. Oasis, I don't know, Don't Look Back in Anger, probably have both of them. Still mega dynamic. Great. It's literally the most simple rig, and you could gig that all over the place, all over the UK, become a pub band, and then play Wembley.
I think the guitar as well. Have you mentioned the actual style of guitar you got? Like the actual signature guitar it is? Because it is quite fitting.
I don't actually know what it is.
It's the Noel Gallagher one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And the guitar in question, more on that, took me far too long to realise. It's actually a Noel Gallagher signature. It's a Riviera Epiphone. Again, I don't want people to think, oh, it's an Epiphone, it's not as good as a Gibson. Epiphones are great. Yeah. Noel Gallagher, the Beatles, everyone has used Epiphones. Don't think they're like budget, because they're really great.
They've got their own unique little twang and like their own little space alongside all the Gibsons.
Yeah, I bought an Epiphone 355, which was not available as like a Gibson parallel, and I was like, that is cool because it's unique and Epiphone, and I love it even more for that.
Nice.
So don't be scared of Epiphones, buy Epiphones. But yeah, this is cool. Again, has the twang, very simple guitar, 2 volumes, 2 tones. The middle position is really quite flexible. If I, actually, let's do Blues Driver. It's like mid-gain, let's keep the tones up for now. All of those.
It's still super dynamic though, isn't it, with that much going on?
It's one of the most flexible guitar types, a semi-hollow. So if you haven't played one before, and again, you've just stuck to the big 3 guitar types, give them a go, because they are fun. So that's a very quick flyover of what I've got going on, but tell us about, the amp, the guitar, all the rest of it.
Well, it wasn't deliberately, this is an American, rig, let's pick an American guitar. Like the Jazz, it's just so synonymous with, again, the Nirvana thing. The early 90s, the kind of low-slung Jag is a total polar opposite to the old Jags where everyone was up here playing like surf rock and stuff. Like seeing Kurt with his Jazzmasters and Jaguars and Mustangs and stuff. Nice little tasty Mustang in the corner here, but I'm far too tall to play a Mustang. It feels like a toy to me. I've got the Jazzmaster pickups in it. A lot of people did switch them out for humbuckers and the rest, but you can't go wrong with that twang, with that immediate poke you get from a Jazzmaster pickup. Yeah, it's not very Nirvana-y, but for the tone, it's so pokey and spiky. And again, this setup right now, like I was saying before, is set up for the Nirvana thing. I'm going to make that Mesa Boogie Breathe fire in a bit, but I've got the clean right there with the turbo. Obviously, it's got the rhythm circuit as well. But that would just get sellotaped over if I was in the 90s. So that does its own thing, but it's...
Yeah, it has nowhere near enough tape on it, does it?
Nowhere near enough tape on it right now. But the amp itself, like we spoke about your lovely AC.
Yeah.
This is one of the 90s, one of the, not original 90s, one of the reissues of one of the most coveted Mesa Boogie Dual Recs. I think it's like Revision G or Revision F.
Oh,
There's been so many revisions of Mesas over the years. This is that reissued by Mesa Boogie. And like you're going to hear the overdrive channel in a second, it just breathes absolute fire.
Yeah.
But for the sake of the Nirvana thing, it's just been clean. Great. And I do think with that, it's about time to turn this up a little bit. So
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we go.
And we're back. We're on different sides of the room. We're in sort of different 90s modes.
Yes.
I'm in metal mode now.
And I'm in thick British mode, which I'm in a lot of the time, to be fair, mentally. But yeah, I've switched to single coils, running through a slightly heavier amp than your Vox.
Yes.
I've got the Rockaverb 50 Mark III behind us. It is the latest incarnation of the Rockaverb, but it's akin to the originals. It's just been tweaked and fiddled with to make it the best version of its original self.
So what kind of stuff are you going to play now with this setup?
I'm pleased you asked me, Jonathan. Oh, what does it go like again? So the thing with Orange, like, it was so synonymous in the 90s as well. The amount of jingle jangle you got from Voxes and High Watts and Rickenbackers and 335s and Casinos and the rest. You did see a lot of Marshalls,
Yeah.
a lot of 900s, a lot of Valve States, like in Oasis's case. But Orange was what was used quite quintessentially to thicken up the jangle.
Yeah.
Because it's just that massive... It's that wall of orange sound. It's so saturated, but you can pick out every single note in a big chord.
It was like that more aggressive Marshall, basically, wasn't it? I think, the
it was
UK
like a
version.
Marshall, but with a jacket on.
Yeah,
It was like thicker.
Yeah. I mean, Telecasters just do it all. It's another case in point of that.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you pair that thick amp tone with the contrast of really pokey little single coil pickups, especially found in a Telecaster with a string through, which adds to the little poke, this is a journeyman relic. A wonderful Telecaster. It weighs absolutely nothing, and that resonance paired with that tone. I did have the blues driver on, just to sweeten it up a little bit, but it's just the 90s thickness for me.
Yeah. And again, very simple.
Yes, very, very simple.
Just like this. So still the old faithful 90s dual rec. But now I've got the most 90s PRS could find. Tremonti, obviously Creed and Alter Bridge. He is like the 90s metal man, really, among many others. But this is feeling very right. So I'm very aggressive at the minute.
I was gonna say, you used to do that the Riffs talking. He's like, I'm so, and just start riffing.
Yeah, I'm on the red channel, just so you're aware. It's just Biscuit. Straight up the Biscuit. You got Deftones as well. I'm gonna have to do some volume knob work here. Here we go. Oh, the clack of it.
It's so good.
What are we hitting back there? Yeah, around 100.
It's an easy 100. Easy 100.
Feels great.
That's the cool thing though, because like metal, I say my love of 80s glam metal and stuff totally died in the 90s.
That's true.
Proper heavy guitar tones like metal didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. They got
Like,
a lot
think
more
about it.
refined and like mid-range actually. Loads of more mids happened.
Yeah, like Pantera in the 90s.
Yeah.
Enter Sandman came out in the 90s.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good point. I just said loads of mids.
Flick that little switch again.
Pantera, where is it? Where's the mid on this? The one thing I will say about this, I can't really read it very well. Where is the mid? Can you see the mid from where?
I think it goes gain, treble, mid, bass.
Is
So
that
it'll be
mid?
that one, yeah.
Yeah, all right, let's scoop all that out. Let's add all the high end. And that.
Bass.
And we'll kind of Pantera-ish this. Thank you,
Let's get
sir.
that bit.
Less mids, more treble. I know, wait. There we go. And also,
are you boosting that at all, or is that just the amp?
That is just the amp, nothing in the
sounds
front.
mint.
Yeah, the dual rate doesn't need it. And of course, oh, so much fun.
That's so good.
I could just like clank like that. I get why bands just did that for a while.
Yeah.
In front of an amp. It's so, I mean, musically it's not the most, life-changing thing, but physically.
It's just the tone of a generation.
Yeah.
Obviously it got expanded on massively in the 2000s, but when like the infancy of it in the 90s was just so sublime. But there was quite a contrast as well. I'll raise you those riffs.
Yeah.
And give you a bit of Telecaster neck tip. Actually, I do need a phaser for this. We got the whole. Rage Against the Machine, man.
Yeah,
Rage,
yeah.
I mean, it's not the perfect setup for the Rage stuff.
It's very on it though.
But it's just, actually seeing as with Drop D as well, speaking of 90s. I mean, Foos are a prime example of layering so many different variations of amps.
Yeah,
they've got
true.
Pat Smear, they've got Dave Grohl, and they've got Chris Shiflett.
Yes.
Obviously, very different amps, and they laid them together. That sounded mint.
Yeah, that was fun
sounded
too.
really, really cool. But again, the riffs are endless.
Yeah.
For the 90s.
That we actually, I had to pull up a Spotify playlist. Obviously, Enter Sandman, we got Deftones, Rage we've covered, we've got Dream Theater, Pull Me Under. Didn't talk about Dream Theater, they were still knocking about. System of a Down.
Oh, God.
Let's try and we can get some of that, can't we? Let's go.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go.
But, yeah.
I just had to.
If I bring the gain, I'm on the red channel here, I'm going to have to improvise, but. That one,
Yeah.
I mean, that is just, that's all you need. What else we got here? I don't know quite a lot of this. Thunderstruck. Is Thunderstruck a 90s riff?
It is indeed.
There we go.
There we go.
Every day is school day. You could be
I
mine.
love AC/DC too much to not play Thunderstruck on a Telecaster into an orange. No.
You could be mine. Oh, hang on. Actually, no, they're half step down, aren't they? I feel like E flat was a very 90s
That's
thing.
why I couldn't play along with you. I'm in standard.
All of that stuff.
And the one thing I've noticed as well is the fact that we're not really utilising the pedals as much as we did at the start.
Just no foreplay, straight in the amp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's quite a contrast between the Britpop thing and the birth of the alternative movements with Nirvana and Soundgarden and stuff, but the utilising pedals. Some of the more riffy stuff was just straight into the front of an amp.
And then kind of dance music came along in the noughties.
Oh, where are you going with this?
Well, I'm just trying to think, was that the last guitar era of popular music, was it straight into amps? I mean, guitar's still kind of about, but it's a different climate completely. I think the guitar kind of ended in popular music back at its roots.
You know what? I think you're right. I've never thought about it like that before. That's quite a harrowing...
I don't say ended. We make a living out of it.
Well, yeah, of course. And obviously Arctic Monkeys and Muse and the rest of those guitar-focused bands came along at a later date, but I think the 90s made so much of an impact from the big glitz and glamour of the 80s to kind of strip things back down again and make indie happen, and indie then... everything's full circle, essentially. Whole thing, everything's full circle.
I've never thought about that. Okay.
This is a very introspective end to this video.
Maybe the 90s was the last guitar era.
Go 90s.
It's the Deluxe Megazord.
Ooh, a computer with the Intel Pentium 2 processor.
Tamagotchi.
Yeah, they're high in fiber.
Rise above it.
Too nice, lads. So we have very much enjoyed going back in time to the 90s, and put in the comments any of the songs we've missed, any of the gear we've missed, because we probably have done all the above.
We've just scratched the surface, but we've had so much fun talking about it, and that's the whole kind of thing we want to get across, just how much of an impact the 90s was for guitar music and how much it changed the landscape of it. Can't speak right now. So comment down below, let us know what you think.
Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Here's a 90s banger.
Cheers, guys.
Fail, you both turned around.